What's up, guys? My name is Miles.
And my name is Fez.
And this is The Commodity. And today we're reacting to 15 things you didn't know about Australia. Or we didn't know about Australia.
So we are having a hard time getting people to suggest videos for us for Australia. So we're just going to keep on finding stuff and watching it and reacting to it until some of y'all decide to jump in and give us some good ideas. And the best way to give us good ideas is down in the description. There will be a link to our Discord. And there is a section to put suggestions, or you can also do it down in the comments section. That works just fine too. Also, if you want to support us, really, just go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button and hit the bell notification. And if you want to support us directly, hit the join button and join our membership program.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and hop in and check this out.
Yep.
"15 things you didn't know about Australia."
How do you know?
Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired.
Ooh. We should have watched
G'day,
this earlier.
mate.
Yeah.
Welcome to yet another exciting original video presented to you by Alux.com. Today we'll be discussing the beautiful land down under, Australia. If there's one thing that Australia is best known for, it's its numerous stereotypes, most of which involve various kinds of slang. It's a well-known fact that Australians take pride in shortening almost every word in the English vocabulary.
That's beautiful.
That's super cool.
That is a dope bridge.
However, none of these American fables tell the whole truth about this beautiful region. What most people do not know is that by total area, this country is ranked as the 6th largest. It's comprised of the mainland, the Tasmanian Island, and several other tiny islands that surround the entire continent. Sydney is its biggest urban region, while Canberra serves as the country's capital. To the north, Australia is neighbored by East Timor, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea, while New Zealand neighbors it to the southeast. Vanuatu and the Solomon Islands neighbor it to the northeast. Dutch explorers discovered this island in the early 1600s, which later opened it up to British settlers, who claimed half of the entire region to the east. Prior to these settlements, Australia...
So I'm curious if she's already started the 15 things.
Yeah, I have no idea if she started it. She's just kind of giving us a breakdown of the history.
Which I'm down for, but I thought it was going to be like number 1.
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like a lot of people know a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
was inhabited by indigenous Aussies, who are believed to have over 200 language groups. By the late 1800s, Australia had already been fully occupied with over 6 different crown colonies established under colonial rule. It wasn't until January of 1901 that all 6 colonies came together, federated, and formed the Commonwealth of Australia. Today, Australia is the world's 13th strongest economy and the 2nd when it comes to the Global Human Development Index.
Wow.
It is also ranked highly in health, civil liberties, education, quality of life, economic freedom, and as a tourist destination. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Since what most people from the Northern Hemisphere hear about this great land are stereotypical jokes about big knives and didgeridoos, let's take a closer look by examining 15 things you probably didn't know about
she hasn't gotten
Australia.
into it.
Now we're
Yeah.
starting.
Number 1.
Yes.
Progress-oriented. There are 2 endemic creatures featured in the Australian coat of arms.
Yeah.
There's an emu,
This
the
one
only
we know.
bird closest in height to the ostrich, and a kangaroo. Both of these animals can only make forward movements. As such, it's believed that the use of these animals as national symbols signifies progress.
That's crazy that they
tends
can't
to
walk
paint the image of a country that
Backwards.
is always moving
Backwards.
forward, never backward.
Well, can't sharks
and
not
this is
swim
evident by the
backwards?
tremendous growth that
Yeah, but that's different. Sharks don't have legs. I mean, I feel like
that's factually true.
an animal could just walk backwards, I would think. Right?
I mean, I would have assumed so, but apparently we don't know anything.
the country is experiencing on all fronts, be it education, economic stability.
I don't even know if that's
freedoms,
true
and
about
the like.
sharks. It's just in that movie with
Yeah.
LL Cool J.
Number 2, Australia is home to 7,000 beaches.
That's a lot of beaches.
Yes, as crazy as it may sound, Australia literally has 7,000 beaches. This is due to its unique geographical structure,
Beautiful
which includes
beaches.
numerous islands, apart from the mainland itself. And this is what gives Australia the #1 ranking when it comes to tourist-friendly destinations worldwide. Therefore, if
Is it the
surfing,
#1 ranking?
sunbathing, fishing, or beach volleyball is
I'm
your
sure.
thing, you'll
know
definitely
that.
find Australia to be a very welcoming host.
See, the problem is, like, when they
Number-
say that, they're talking about, like, the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
So the U.S. obviously couldn't be anywhere near that because you got to think,
I
like,
wouldn't have-
Hawaii is amazing.
Well, I wouldn't have thought that the U.S. would have been a top ranking anyway.
But, I mean, we do have phenomenal beaches. In fact, some of the best surfing and stuff like that is in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is Hawaii is attached to the U.S.
Yeah.
So is Alaska, so they're not like a top beach area.
Right.
You know, California is gorgeous, but it's cold. The East Coast is beautiful. The Florida what do they call it?
Yeah, but nobody wants to go to Florida. There's crazy people there.
It's Florida, man, all around there. And then of course you got the disgusting
Yeah, the Gulf.
of Mexico. Yeah.
3. It's sparsely populated except for the coasts. Despite having over 700 million square kilometers in space, close to 80% of the country's population resides within 100,000 meters of the coastline. As a matter of fact,
Makes
all of
sense.
the major cities have been built
And we
along the
knew that.
coast.
That's where food
This
and
is
money
attributed
is.
to the fact
Yeah.
that a greater chunk of the land is not fit for agriculture due to the water shortage experienced. Much of the expanse is actually covered by dry land and deserts. As a result, inland there are only 2.7 people living per square kilometer.
Wow.
This is a meager figure compared to the UK's 248 people per square kilometer. Number 4. The longest fence in the world. The saying, "at
I
it
knew
like
this one, too.
rabbits,"
I
holds a
didn't.
lot of weight in
They've
Australia.
said it in multiple
There's a
videos that we
fence
watched.
believed to stretch for approximately 5,600 kilometers.
I thought they had talked about a road, the longest road in the world.
No, they have the longest fence in the world.
That was originally put in place to prevent rabbits from spreading. Later on, the fence helped keep dingoes from accessing any fertile regions.
Fertile.
Number 5. Longest golf course
I
worldwide.
know I didn't know that.
Still
I
on
did not know
extremes,
that.
Australia is home to the biggest golf course in the world. It's estimated to be 1,368,000 meters in
Holy
size.
guacamole.
So, for all golf lovers, Australia has a whole lot to offer. It is also important to note that Australia has the longest railway stretch known to man, 478,000 meters in length.
These numbers make no sense to me.
Number 6. Australia
need my
moves
standard
6
system.
centimeters to the north annually. Research shows that the continental plate is gradually moving towards the equator, with the west coast moving faster than the east coast. Every 15 million years, the plate moves a half a degree. It might seem like a minute figure,
But it won't one
greatly
day.
affects GPS readings. Number 7.
Bob
Bob
Hawke.
Hawke, Australia's beer minister.
Beer
No one
minister.
has served longer as Australia's Prime Minister than Bob Hawke. However, his fame came to be 30 years prior to his election after he broke a Guinness World Record by drinking 2.5 pints of beer in 12 seconds.
Oh, wow.
To a great
Dang.
extent, his election into
That's a
office
cool
was
Prime
greatly
Minister.
influenced
Yeah.
by this, since the majority of
Bring
those
it,
that
bruh.
voted for him were the beer-drinking population.
I like that suit jacket too.
That's pretty dope.
Number 8. Foster's is not the Australian drink of choice. Aussies definitely
didn't
drink a whole lot of
know
beer.
if it
However,
was
contrary
anyway.
to popular belief, Foster's is not among the popular beer brands in the country. The beer preference here varies depending on the geographical location. For instance, Cooper's is a very popular choice in southern Australia, as well as Adelaide, whereas 4X Gold is more popular in Queensland.
That sounds good.
Quattro
Number
X's.
9. The second
To be fair, that's like that here.
Yeah, different regions have their different preferences.
Yeah.
I just prefer vodka.
Yeah, but like I know here in Texas, Shiner's huge because it's made here in Texas.
Right.
But then I think if you go over to like the Midwest, West Coast side, you're getting into like Coors,
Yeah.
where Colorado's where that's made.
Down in Mississippi, they just like drinking Keystone.
Keystone, whatever's the cheapest.
Yeah.
Some Pabst. Ugh. I've thrown up a couple of times drinking those drinks. It's like more water than beer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad. But if you're a broke college student, it's a great option. It's the only option, really.
Yeah.
Australia, and specifically
That or Four
Melbourne, is
Loko.
home to the largest Greek population. That is, after Greece.
Wow.
There are great
Did
Greek
not know
sites
that.
to visit, such as the Hellenic Museum and the Hellenic Foundation for Culture Center. Number 10.
Look at that. Those
Rarest
teeth.
animal species. A while ago, we ranked some of the rarest species in the world.
Goodness.
Australia is home to some of these animals, examples being the bilbies, koalas, quokkas, and wombats. It is said that millions of years ago, Australia helped form the Great Gulf.
I watched a video last night that wombats are actually pretty big.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what a wombat is, to be honest with you.
They're little, they're,
Are they like marsupials?
yes.
Okay.
But
I feel like I know what they are. I just I haven't seen one in so long or something like that. So, like, I know they're a marsupial.
when I see a video of them, though, I always think they're like this big. But they can get like this big.
You're like trying to fit it into the shot. Yeah.
Gondwana continent. Most of these rare species adapted to life in Australia
chilling.
after the continent broke away. Number 11. Watch out for the box jellyfish.
We knew about
Most
this
people
one.
believe that
Yeah.
crocodiles, drop bears, funnel web spiders, or sharks are the most dangerous
They're just
animals
swimming
in
inside
Australia.
Dude,
of
they're
it.
just like,
However,
can
the
I get a
box
ride
jellyfish is
inside of you?
responsible for more fatalities than all of these 4 species combined.
Wow.
It's because of this that authorities insist that tourists should never wade into the Australian waters without a guide. Number 12.
I thought I was going to say
Highest
without a
number
guy.
of
I was
natural
like,
world
why
heritage
was-
sites. The United Nations Educational,
Highest number of
Scientific, and
natural world
Cultural
heritage
Organization,
sites.
or UNESCO, has listed several World Heritage Sites in Australia. However, only 4 of them are not natural heritage sites. The 4 include Carlton Gardens, Sydney Opera House, Royal Exhibition Building, and Australian convict sites.
That'd be cool to see.
Number 13. Australia is almost equal in size to the USA. Most people assume that Australia is a very small country. The truth of the matter is
I don't
that
think
it's
that's
only
the
smaller
case.
than the US by approximately 7 points.
What?
People think that it's a small country.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think it was small.
Seven
No,
square
I don't think
kilometers.
anybody ever thinks
Its
that.
only issue is the fact it has a small population.
I thought it was bigger
However,
than the
it
United
covers
States,
a very
actually.
huge expanse, but more or less similar in size to the United States.
It's just different.
Number 14. They have some of the weirdest laws on Earth. Australia has some of the strangest rules. For instance, it's a requirement that taxi cabs carry 1 bale of hay in the trunk. Why? Nobody knows, but rules are
What?
rules.
Do they
And another
legitimately
weird
do
rule is
that, though?
In Victoria, it's illegal to don pink hot pants on a Sunday afternoon. Another notable law is that under the Offences Act of 1966, it's illegal for anyone to be heard singing aloud any song deemed as obscene. That means it's illegal to sing along to 70% of rap music known to man
Yeah.
in Australia. It's even illegal to leave one's car key in the ignition of an unattended vehicle.
That's illegal
Safety
here,
first,
too.
right?
Uh-huh.
So there are like those last 2 ones. So it's illegal. Well, it's technically not illegal to leave your car running, but if somebody were to steal it,
It's your fault.
you're an accomplice because you made it easy for the person to steal it. So it's kind of like, are you willing to take that chance?
Right.
And then the other one where you can't sing offensive music, basically saying cuss words out loud is the way I took that, which is technically illegal here as well. It's considered, I think it's considered assault.
If it's
Here?
directed towards someone.
Well, no, I mean, technically you're not allowed to just go out and say the F word out loud as possible and scream it on the top of your lungs because people can be offended by it because it's not really an acceptable language. I think it's either it's classified as that or like disturbing the peace or something like that. Whereas because most people cuss.
Right.
Like I would say somewhere 7 out of 10 people cuss. So nobody really truly gets that offended, and most people will just be like, I'm not going to pay attention to that person, or just talk crap about them behind their back.
Right.
Like, what a weirdo. But if some Karen heard you, they could technically get you a ticket.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I forgot where I heard that, but yeah, it's technically against. There is a law against
Do taxi drivers carry hay in their car?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's like they're getting attacked by cows. So they're like, hey, no horse, go away.
Number 15. It's home to several A-list celebrities. Little known by many is that Australia has produced a great number of Hollywood celebrities. Popular actors such as Hugh Jackman, Mel Gibson, Rebel Wilson, Lima and Chris Hemsworth, and Nicole Kidman. This list is endless. Additionally, the bootylicious rapper...
There needs to be a serious asterisk on, what's his face?
Is it Mel or the...
Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Because he's a U.S.-born Australian, right?
Yeah. So I'm sure
he's still Australian though, but
to a certain. Well, I mean, I don't want to claim him. He's a weirdo. He can be from there. That's fine. But
I think he's all right as an actor.
He's kind of a piece as a person.
I don't know about him other than his movies.
Oh, he's done some pretty crazy crap. That's why you don't see him in as many movies anymore. He's kind of pulled a few too many stunts. So, and I don't know if anybody's claiming her anymore.
Iggy Azalea also hails from this country.
Fell off.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about her in a while.
Yeah,
clearly,
I think she said some
is
stuff,
not short
and people
of
are just
talent
like,
or wealth. And now that
no
you've learned
more.
some more about this country, we'd like to know: would you choose Australia as your ideal tourist destination, or would you prefer someplace else?
Well, I know that we're going to Malaysia and the Philippines, but I would like to go to Australia as well.
Yeah, this would definitely be on. This is 100% on one of my bucket lists. Way before I discovered Southeast Asia.
Right.
This was always on my bucket list because I don't know. Maybe I can find my new future ex-wife.
I'm super excited for the comments because I want to know if they put hay in the trunk. I think that's the biggest thing.
I'm going to laugh if nobody responds to that.
That's the biggest thing that I took out of this.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have weird laws here too, but not all of them are actually enforced.
Yeah. You can fight to the death as long as there's a contract agreed upon.
And isn't
in Texas?
In a verbal contract qualifies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we watched that together.
Yeah, so if him and I agreed verbally or written, as long as it's verbally
to do a duel
documented
to the
duel to the death, we could legally.
By law, yeah.
Technically, I'm sure we'd still get in trouble.
I mean, if it's agreed, we would have. I would want to do contracts.
A legit contract.
When I kill you,
you wouldn't.
It wouldn't be well, he said it was cool.
He signed.
And there's other areas where a verbal contract qualifies. Mm-hmm. I think they call it the good old boy system,
the
where
handshake.
you handshake. Yeah, that you can buy property that way.
Yeah,
you don't have to have a physical contract. However, the contract supports.
Right.
In case you go to.
It's always
court.
good to have stuff in black and white.
Yeah, but the fact that you can do the verbal stuff. And then we don't sell alcohol on Sundays, which is we call them Texas Blue Laws.
Can't sell cars on Sundays.
Well, you can
sell cars
one day of the weekend.
Yeah, one day. So it could be Saturdays or Sundays, whatever your dealership chooses. But
you can't sell on the other day.
Most of them chooses Sunday
to be off.
Right.
Because Saturdays that's a money day. Actually, I've worked for a dealership that we sold on Sundays and not Saturdays. During football season, it sucked.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, please let us know down in the comments in our Discord some good videos for us to react to. Also, if you want to support us directly, hit the join button. If you want to see our next videos, click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. And if you hit the like button, we'll appreciate it too because it'll get this video out to even more people.
Yes.
And with that being said,
my name's Miles.
And my name is Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace
out.